Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Member Spotlight by Anad Muslim Chamber of Business. MCOB is a membership based social enterprise with a mission to create a thriving Muslim business community. It's the power of collective wisdom, continued learning, and thought leadership brought together for Muslims by Muslims. Our core belief is that business leaders thrive when they have access to a supportive community of peers who challenge and inspire each other. Today, we have with us our member, Abbas Moloo. Abbas brings over 25 years of experience in the financial services industry with a strong focus on designing a smarter, more cost effective retirement solutions. As managing partner at Anfa Retirement Advisors, he works closely with organizations to simplify complex retirement plans while enhancing long term financial outcomes. Welcome, Abbas.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, thank you for being here with us today. Please share your story, how you started and where you are today.
Thank you, Kashif. First of all, I want to thank you for starting this initiative on the MCOB because I feel that this was an important element for the Muslim community, especially here in Northern California, where there's so many businesses, and having something like a common organization that helps businesses to thrive is very important. So thank you for doing this. So to answer your question, could you please repeat the question again? I was
Your story about how you started and where you.
Yes. How did I start? Sorry. Yes. So yeah, I'm fairly new company. I started about a year ago. My experience goes back in the corporate world where I worked for a financial services company for almost 25 years. And after 25 years, I thought it was time to get on my own and be independent and start my own company because I can accomplish more and I can have more flexibility in what I do and to help more of our people from our community as well.
Okay. So let's talk about the specific services that you provide under the organization.
Sure, Alpha Retirement Advisors. So it's financial services, a very broad subject and a very broad area. Our expertise, what we do primarily is retirement plans. So think about businesses. Every business in North America uh, pretty much offers a retirement plan to their employees. So think of 401ks. If you work for a nonprofit, it's a 403b. But these are instruments that allow employees to save for their retirement. Our purpose is to go into the employer and make sure that number one, they have a good retirement plan in place. Uh, Most of the time, what happens is companies set up retirement plan and then they forget about it. It's like I like to compare it with your bank account. For example, when was the last time you changed your bank account? People hardly. Exactly, yes. And that's exactly what happens with retirement plans. Business owners set them up and then they forget about it. However, over time, a lot of things change in the financial services sectors. Laws change, services change, products change, and you have to review the retirement plan. So there's two components to it. One is if you have a business and you do have a retirement plan, think about it. When was the last time you reviewed the retirement plan? And when you review the retirement plan, there are various components that take part of that. So, investments is one of them, uh, employee services is another of them, record keeping, fiduciary services. All these encompass the retirement plan area. So this is kind of what our bread and butter is. But also nowadays, especially in 2026 in California and many other states, uh, the law requires businesses to set up a retirement plan. So if you have a business and if you are in California, you must have a retirement plan, even if you have just one employee. And moreover, even if you're in other states where it's not when it's not mandatory to have a retirement plan, it's good business practice to offer a retirement plan for your employees. There is a lot of misconception that offering a retirement plan costs a lot of money. No, that's not true. It's a benefit that you're providing to your employees. And
Hmm.
just like any other benefit, there is a cost to it, but it's not an extraordinary cost or it's not exorbitant that an employer cannot afford it. It's very manageable. The other part of our business is on the individual side. So,
Okay.
on the individual side, there is the business side and then there's the individual side. Because once we start working with businesses and we offer the retirement plan, the service component requires us to provide service to the employees of the business owner. So, you might offer a retirement plan, but your employee don't know how to use it because they don't understand why they should save for retirement. Well, how does it benefit them? What are the advantages of doing that? And what happens if you don't save for retirement plans? Services inclusive in the individual side of the planning is financial planning. A lot of people don't have a financial plan. Well, if you are any employee, if you have mid-career and above, think of it. You should have a financial plan. What's going to happen? How long is your money going to last you? These are the kind of things that we prepare an individual for. The other very important component that a lot of people overlook, especially in our Muslim community, is the importance of having wills and trusts. Now, yes, you could go to a lawyer and they can charge you $5,000 to make a will and trust, but we could do that at a much more cost-effective manner because that's part of the benefit that we offer to business owners as part of the retirement plan benefit package that we offer to the business.
Okay. Great. No, that's a very comprehensive set of services that you are providing. Any stories that you can share from the clients that you have worked with and how they were able to benefit from it?
Yes, stories that I like to share of is, why is it important for business owners and employees to participate in corporate retirement plans? A lot of people, don't think of the future as much in the sense that they it's a day-to-day thing,
Hmm.
right? And what a retirement plan does is it helps people to save effectively uh, over the long run. So an example that I like to quote very frequently is people have the misconception that I need to have a lot of money to save. That's not true. In my experience, the best savers have been people who have not been making a lot of money because they're frugal and they save. On the other hand, some people who make a lot of money don't save at all. And a perfect example is a school teacher versus a general manager at a car dealership. The school teacher makes 60,000 but saves for 40 years and has a 6 to 7 figure retirement nest egg. On the other hand, I met a general manager at a car dealership making almost $500,000 mid career with no savings in their 401k plan. Absolutely no savings. And when I asked him, like, what about your, retirement? Like, oh, well, I got two houses. I'll sell one and I'll keep the other kind of thing. So no plan in place. But I've met people in my career who used to work and had also had a retirement plan, but didn't know that what they had was enough for them in the sense that an average employee saved maybe 150 to 200,000 in their retirement plan and
Hmm.
at the age of 65 retired. uh, as a financial advisor, I cannot tell you that, oh, this is not going to be enough for you, or uh, not if you're not my client, at least. But I've seen people who think that that kind of money is going to help them survive in retirement. And I've seen people come back to the workforce because they realized that what they saved during their time was not enough. Another example is on the individual side of what happens if you don't have a will and trust in place. What
Hmm.
happens is if you have a home and you have children and you don't have a will and trust in place, the short answer is that you're endangering your loved ones by not having a plan in place. And what happens, especially, for example, in California, if God forbid something happens to you and you don't have something like a will and trust in place, then all your assets have to go through probate. And that can take years. And there's no guarantee that you would your family members would even get a piece of that, because the state gets to decide what happens to your money. So that's a pitfall, and people need to be aware of that.
All right. And as I would think that being a Muslim within our community wouldn't be part of our living, because it's there's a hadith that if anything that's beyond 3 days, you have to have a will to let people know where that particular asset goes. So I would expect that our community would be doing better, but I hear that our community is not doing well in that area.
Yes, when I talk to a few of our community members across the country, and people ask me, "Well, how come most of our community members do not do the will and the trust?" And I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of education.
Okay, all right. You mentioned that you're, of course, based out of Northern California. And are your services restricted to California, or they are in other states as well?
No, I work in all states in North America, in United States at least, from New York to California and anything in between. Um, and the laws regarding retirement plans are consistent across all states. So, saving, how much money can you save according to allowed by law in a 401k is the same whether you're in New York or you're in California. So, no, our services are across the country.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Um, Outside of the work, and I know you are right now like have started left corporate side and started this venture about a year ago. Number one, where do you see it in the next 2 to 3 years? And then my next question would be that outside of work, what are your hobbies and interests?
Yes. In the next 2 to 3 years, I want to also add one more thing. As an advisor on the retirement plan aspects, uh, if a business owners want to work with me, you don't always have to change the entire retirement plan in order to work with me. We can just work as an advisor to your plan. So I want to clarify that, because some people feel like, oh, it's like changing a whole bank account. It's not that complex. But of course, it also depends on the business owner and the business and how many employees they have, and if it's worth making a switch or not. So I wanted to clarify that one point. But in the next 2 to 3 years, I see there is tremendous amounts of opportunity throughout North America in our business, because uh, as I mentioned earlier, some states now require employers to offer a 401k or a 403b. So I see ourselves growing. There's three verticals that we focus on. One is the small profits, small to mid-sized businesses,
Mhm.
uh, anything under 500 employees. The second is doctors and dentist offices that we work with, and lawyers as well. And the third component is nonprofit organizations. So if you're a member of a board of nonprofit, that'll be something that you want to consider for your organization.
Mhm.
Those are the three areas that we work with, and I anticipate that there is significant opportunity in these areas. And in the next 2 to 3 years, we see that we will be working with a lot of business owners in order to accomplish our objectives. On that note, also, I wanted to throw out one thing for our members. If you have children that are graduating from college and are interested in a career in financial services, I'd be happy to talk to them and explain to them how to navigate the area of career guidance in the financial services sector.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that offer.
Yeah.
I'm sure there would be many people who would get benefit out of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Most of our Desi community, they tend to go towards tech and other things, engineering. Very few in the financial services sector. So be happy to help and guide anybody who is interested in a career in financial services.
Okay, all right. Last question. Outside of your work with the FI retirement advisors, what are your interests or hobbies?
Um, One of the things that takes up a lot of my time and my hobby is I'm also the founder of a charity called Help Aid Africa, where we support children primarily in East Africa towards education initiatives, scholarships, building classrooms, as well as food and water support. So, for example, right now in Ramadan, we provide food packs and iftar to various communities across East Africa. So that is something that I've been doing for almost 20 years now. And you know, you can go to our website at www.helpaidafrica.org to see the work that we do. And that's I'm really passionate about that. I myself am from East Africa, so I speak the language and I understand the culture very well, and I enjoy doing that as well.
Okay, how big is give us a little bit more about that charity. How big is it? How many children it supports?
Yeah. So in terms of budget size, we're almost close to $1 million. But in terms of the people that we serve, we offer scholarships to almost 200 students in East Africa. We have meal programs in about five different schools in Kenya and Tanzania, where we offer feeding programs to school because a lot of the kids that go to school sometimes don't have food and they faint in class, they can't pay attention in class. So we offer meal programs to these schools. We have a big initiative of setting up libraries in Africa. In 2024, we set up libraries in 40 schools in Kenya. Last year, we set up 40 libraries, or in the process of setting up 40 libraries in Tanzania. So, increasing literacy is one of our main objectives for Help Aid Africa.
All right, thank you for doing that. Very much appreciated, especially like building the and supporting the next generation.
Yeah, especially now in Ramzan, as I said, you know, a lot of this, there's a drought going on in East Africa, and some people just break their fast with water and continue with their fast the next day. This is reality on the ground. A lot of people, you know, there's so much things going on in the world nowadays that
Okay.
some of the other things are overlooked, and that's one of them.
Okay. All right. No, thank you, and thank you for doing all that work. I really appreciate you taking the time out from your schedule to do it and to focus in this area. And again, boss, thank you for being a member with MCOP. Looking forward to seeing your growth and having being excited about having you on this journey with us.
Thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to connecting with business owners in our network and growing the network, especially in Northern California. I'd like to see a lot of our business owners be part of this. I've been part of other professional networking uh, events, and I think this will be something that will go a long way for our community.
All right. Thank you so much, Abbas.
Thank
Sonic.
you. Bye.